So I was first diagnosed when I was 18, so in 2016,
Hmm.
and now I'm 25.
Hmm.
So it's been quite a few years,
Hmm.
and it didn't start off like as bad. Like it was the end of my senior year of school, was seeing some blood and like urgency and stuff like that. So got a colonoscopy, and I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis.
Mm.
And so then I was on Mesalamine, which worked for a little bit, then stopped working. And then I was on Inflectra, which is like a IV medication that I had to go to every 8 weeks. Worked for a little bit, stopped working, then got really bad in 2020 with, I'm sure, like COVID, and I was finishing up school. So it was a really stressful time. And then I was put on Humira, which worked for a little bit, like everything else, and then stopped working about 2022 summer.
What were those symptoms like? How many bowel movements were you having? Like, what was your worst, and how many bowel movements were you having before you started?
I was having like 5+, 6+, depending on the day, depending on what I ate and all that stuff. And it was just like I didn't
While
really.
you were on Humira every 2 weeks
Yes, I
for
was.
for like a year, you've been on Humira for a long
Yeah,
time, and you're having bowel movements 5, 7 times a day,
yeah,
more if you ate worse.
yep. And I was
And
just
yeah,
living like, and I still was like working full time through it, and I just would like have to run in between to the bathroom at work, and it was just, I was just like, okay, I'm done doing this. Like I can't do this the rest of my life.
so what are your symptoms now?
So now I have like 2 bowel movements a day, like no blood, no
One to
mucus.
two bowel movements a day, sometimes one, sometimes two.
Yeah,
1 to 2 bowel movements a day, no blood,
no blood,
no urgency,
no urgency, no mucus,
any
nothing.
bloating, gas, cramping,
Nope, nothing.
none of that stuff. All gone.
Yep, all
And,
gone.
and
It's
you got
amazing.
you got good energy,
Yep, good energy.
weight
Energy,
stable,
yeah.
weight
Stable.
stable, good energy, no blood, no pain, no
Nope.
cramping, no bloating, no gas, 1 to 2 bowel movements a day,
Hmm. Yep.
and you didn't add any new medications.
Nope. I actually got off Mesalamine.
All
So
right, you got off mesalamine, and you're now in a position where you're going to start looking at reducing the biologics if you keep feeling this good.
yes, I am.
And
So
you did all this from home,
yes, I did.
and you did all this through the Shield program.
Yes.
Okay, and how long have you been feeling good now?
Uh, 3 to 4 months.
3 to 4 months, you've been feeling good from all of that.
Yes.
Wow, congratulations, Kennedy. Huge. And
Yeah.
did you feel like it was like your plan? I mean, because we customized your plan for you.
Yeah.
You work with your coach. You were with Coach Armand. And how
Yeah.
important was it to have someone like Coach Armand by your side, helping you through this process and helping you build your custom solution and training you on how to get results with natural medicine?
Yeah, it was really good because it was like I didn't have to like schedule a doctor's appointment. Like I could just like message him if I needed anything, and then we would talk like once a month so then I could update him and ask him questions, and he could help me through it. So like that was super nice to have, like, because if I just like was like looking it up on Google, trying to solve it myself, I couldn't have done it. Like I came in knowing nothing about natural medicine, so it was super helpful.
And how important was it that Armand had already gotten rid of his ulcerative colitis for years, and he had
Yeah.
hands-on experience helping hundreds of other people and already helping himself for years?
Yeah, that is also awesome because I feel like my doctor's like just deals with it every day, and he doesn't know what it's like and how it feels or anything. So it's nice to know like someone who's like gone through like what I've been through. So like I know like they like know what you're talking about and know how to help you. So it's been really awesome.
And when we built your first initial, blueprint, your first initial custom plan for you, how quickly did you start to see symptom relief?
Um, Definitely within like the first week for sure.
Wow, within 7 days of the first custom plan you built, you started seeing symptoms drop.
Yes.
And it wasn't like, oh my God, this is good, and then it just kept going and going and going?
Yeah.
Did it feel too good to be true?
Yeah, it does. I'm like, oh my word.
And
Yeah.
were your parents and family super surprised at how well you did?
Yeah, they were. They're like, really? Like you're just taking like all this like natural medication, and then I was like, yeah, and they're like, wow, like that's awesome.
Can you highlight one protocol or one even supplement or herb that you just felt like come to the top of your head that you feel really helped? Just one thing. We know you did a full program over months and months and all that. Was there one thing that stood out that you'd like to highlight?
Yes, I cannot think of the name of it right now. It's the Naturalis one.
Indigo Naturalis.
That one I think really helped.
And that helps a lot of people with the blood. So we've found that Chinese herb can drastically help stop bleeding. And so guys, we'll put a link to that below that you can see that to the product Kennedy's talking about. So Kennedy, if there's any word of advice you would give, let's say to another young woman, 18 years old, when you first got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, in high school, in college, or even 20s, what would be your advice to them?
I think I would say that I would try like the natural medication first before you try anything else, because I feel like over the past 6 years, my ulcerative colitis got worse when I was on medication. So I wish I would have just started from the start, just went on natural medication, because I don't know if my ulcerative colitis would have been that bad, but it's super worth it to not have to worry about like if anything's gonna happen, like any side effects from like medications, because like I'm still worried about that with being on Humira. So hopefully I can get off that someday soon. But
you're not worried about that with probiotics or sauerkraut or organic foods or, you know, using natural anti-inflammatories or, you know, polyphenols. You're not worried about that at all.
No. Yeah.
And would you say it's a good use of time and resources and energy for someone to consider the S.H.I.E.L.D. program?
Yes, I really do. And there's just so much like information and stuff that you can do so much research before you even start, so like that you understand it more. So I think it's super worth it. Like I did a lot of research and stuff, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try it out and see what happens, and it was probably the best decision I could have made for my ulcerative colitis.